Hello, everybody. Trying to get a decent time to stream today, so we are not streaming into the late evening. How about that? Welcome to the stream. It is August 8th, 2018. We're gonna give the Zebo mod another try. I've read up on it. Seems like a lot of people had issues with the same issue that we had last night, a VNAV. So we're just going to manually descend the airplane like we normally would with any other airplane, and not even worry about the VNAV profile, and just try to make the targets that way. It seems like that is the best approach with flying this airplane. But hello, everybody. We're doing a real flight, actually. We're doing Southwest Flight 2549 from St. Louis to Orlando. And it leaves here in real world time in about 10 minutes. And we're going to get this thing in the air in 10 minutes because I already did all the pre-flight. So there's no reason why we can't get out of here in 10 minutes. So let's do it, everybody. Early stream hype. Hit him with the hype. Barney Pates, what's up, man? JQB6, hello to you. Let's go ahead and get the show on the road here. We've got the airplane already good to go. We're doing, we're going direct to Pyongyang, and then we're going to fly around that way and go down to the Piglet for arrival into Orlando. That is what we're doing. Let's go ahead and start flight leg. The loading and cleaning is finished. Weight and balance is complete. We have 40,000 pounds of a payload. Full flight today. And hopefully people will be okay. Let's go ahead and tell them that we're ready to go. We're ready to go, so let's go and close that door. We don't need to see the people back there any longer. Let's get the APU up and running here. We're right now running on ground power. So we're gonna wait for this guy to fire up. Shouldn't take too long. And we'll be ready to scoot on out of here. We'll get our push out. We want to be wheels up in 10 minutes. Can it be done? I think it can. I think it can be done if we try. If only we try. Yaw damper's on. Everybody's good there. Everybody's happy with that. Wait for the APU to come up online. We'll put the APU bleed on in a second once we get the APU running. And there you go. Thank you very much. They're ready to get out of here. We're ready to get out of here. Everybody is. It's a good thing. Trust me. Waiting for that blue light from the APU. We'll shove it over to APU generators and AC, and we'll talk to the ground crew and get a pushback. Got World Traffic 3 running in the background there. So let's get things going. There's APU gens right there. APU bleeds are on, so we have packs. And now we can go ahead and we're going to turn a beacon light on already. I know it seems like it's a little early, but we're actually going to do that. Let's go ahead and turn these guys on. Everybody's good there. Hydraulics are off right now. Window heats can come on. All right. Flight level 370. There we go. We'll do the landing altitude once we get closer. I'm just going to put it for 500 for now. All right, you got it. Thank you. Well, that's good to go. Sweet. Let's do better pushback. Replan the pushback. Have them push us straight out, actually. That's how they do it here in St. Louis. So actually, this won't be too bad right there. There we go.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
We're ready to go, man. Born ready.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving
gotcha.
up.
When you hit the beacon, they close the door for you. That's cool. We'll have to do that next time.
Final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here.
On time departure. Come on.
Once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. Please also note that if you will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices, they must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins.
Let's get American Airlines A320 just landed, or A319 over there.
On the floor or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation.
Oh, we're on Delta. No. Go to settings. Audio config.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Announcement tree. Where's it at? Good lord. What is it under? I don't know. Da-da-da-da. Where's it at? Son of a bitch. It's around here somewhere. PA system. PA settings. There it is.
1, 2,
What?
3, 4. American Airlines. Delta 1.
So
1,
connected and
2,
bypass pin
3,
inserted.
4.
Release parking
United.
brake.
1. United. Southwest 1.
There we go. Welcome speech. Parking brake is released. We're ready
Starting
to push.
pushback, and you may start engines.
Everybody's talking on top of each other. How about that? Whatever. Okay. Nobody's messing around here. We have an on time departure today. Let's do it. Packs come off. Engine bleeds are on. Start engine 2. Try to get them all gone here. Wait for 20% into. And it comes to life. That should make them happy right there.
Yellow oxygen mask will drop in the compartment overhead. Immediately stop screaming. Let go of your neighbor. Pull down on the mask into the plastic tubing slowly extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally.
That's Southwest for you.
The bags may not inflate. You are still receiving oxygen.
There's the end of our push here.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. Let's start engine 1.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Waiting for that N2 to hit 20%. We'll add fuel. We have to be wheels up in 5 minutes. Disconnect. We'll see you. V142, VR144, V2, 152 plus 2. 154 is set in the MCP. We'll arm the auto throttles. We have the flight directors on. Everybody should be happy there. We actually executed our stuff today, so we have LNAV and VNAV.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
APU comes off. All right, we'll see you next time. Dual bleed goes off. Pax comes back on. Hydraulics across the board. Pitot heat is on. Flaps 5 is being displayed. Not worried about the ground power. Passenger Passenger signs are good. Panels, bring them up. Same with this guy. FTS flood and bring up halfway. Alrighty. Flight controls. They seem to be good to go. We're going to double check that with the systems here. Right there. Left, right, forward, back, rudder right, rudder left. Awesome. Let's go. We wheels up here shortly. Short taxi over to 30 left. The wheels up in 2 minutes. Auto brakes RTO. Man, whenever you're operating this quick, it always seems like you're going to forget something. Look at that bad boy. Great looking airplane. Everybody should be landing on the correct runways over there. They're landing on 30 right, not 30 left. So we're going to have an immediate departure out of here. Well, somebody seems to be landing. We'll wait and see here. Well, traffic, are you landing on the right runways? Okay, yeah, they are. Had to make sure there for a second. Strobes and steadies. Wing light on. Clear for departure, just like that.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank you very much. We are taking off right on the time we're supposed to be here, so it's just fine. I wanted to try to give myself a Southwest schedule here. Try to experience a little bit of what they have to deal with. That's good there. Soga. Takeoff power.
$80 knots.
Cross-checked.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
$400. $1,000.
There's 1,000 feet. We're at 180. Bring that nose forward. VNav, LNav. Flaps one. Flaps up. There go the flaps in. There's Husman. Bye-bye St. Louis. A little rocky coming out of St. Louis right now. Look how awesome that is. We'll check everything up here in the front. We're good right there. Bring the retracts in. Taxi light off. Only thing I can see we forgot was continuous for the engine start switches, but that's okay. Climb and maintain 15,000. We're going to flight level 370 today. Come through the clouds. There's Creve Coeur Airport right there. And Highway 370. Or is it 370? Which road that is? The expanded road. Great that plane looks. Those wings bouncing. See the break out of the clouds here from the wing view. Oh, that looks so cool. $7,300, holding 250 knots. Auto brakes can go to off, and we can put this in the off position for the gear. Enjoy the flight. Why do they set the engine start switches to continuous before takeoff? In case of an engine failure, it would automatically try to restart that engine. There, St. Louis way off that left wing there. You can see it right there where we just took off. Let's look at the other side. Pretty darn neat. All right. As far as weather and all that stuff goes, we can just put that on TCAS. I guess we'll need it for road traffic. But weather radar is on. Should paint weather if we do run into it. And we do anticipate some weather along this route. There's a lot going on. Above 10,000 feet, lane lights off. Wing light off. Let them know. We crossed 10,000 feet. We're almost to Beera. Got. Oh, I see. If you touch that seatbelt sign, they say something about it. But it was doing an automatic 10,000 check. That's cool. Winglets look amazing. I know they do, don't they? Look at that. That looks awesome. Great airplane. Well, I think we were successful on that. We were taking off exactly at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, since it's 5 here. So we were good on that. We didn't turn the chronometer on, but you know how that goes. Got some airplanes out of here, but they're at 8,500, 8,500 below us there for the arrival into St. Louis. Not a factor.
1,000 to go.
All right. Climb and maintain our flight level. Let's do it. $370. There we are. Looking good. Looks like you're on a real flight. We're doing the real flight. So this airplane, if you guys look up on FlightAware, Southwest 2549 should be in the air. Should be pretty close to the same spot we are. Let me look. The 24, who is it? It's somebody. Yeah, 2549. They should, yeah, they are in the air. We're a little ahead of them. They're behind schedule a little bit, but if you look up Southwest 2549, you will see the exact flight we're doing. Death by DJ Pond 3. Thank you for 6 months in a row, man. Which 737 publisher? This is the Zebo 737. It's a free mod for the default 737-800 in X-Plane. But it brings it to a payware quality airplane, that's for sure. But Captain Tim, you missed it last night. We flew Delta 737-800. I was like, oh, we're flying a Delta 7.3, and Tim's not even around to see it. Sad, sad. Sad times indeed. Standard pressure above 18,000. But it's a good one. We're departing St. Louis and we're going down to Florida. Going to Orlando. I'll be actually doing this flight here in October. Early October. Well, middle of October, I suppose. But it's a great flight. Still climbing away. I was flying last night. T-Storm's out of Boston. Damn. Boston's a rough airport, man. Death by DJ Pond. Thank you so much for the cheer, brother. I really appreciate that. If you do the 2-hour, 20-minute hole, I might fall asleep. Well, Poly Nation, that's what we're doing. Should be 2 hours and 15 minutes total. Just monitoring the systems. Everything seems to be fine. We're at 98.8 on our climb. Oil pressure is good. Hydraulics are good. We're just going to manually do the VNAV descent. Or manually do the descent because VNAV is VNAV in X-Plane. I don't think it's so much, you know, Zebo's fault as it is just how the VNAV calculation works in X-Plane. As our turn over Drew's, now we're going to Plus, because we just did the Drew's 4 departure. Let's do a flyby view. Very cool. The real flight number, we're doing Southwest 2549. 2549, if you want to follow along on FlightAware. But we're ahead of schedule of them. They're supposed to be wheels up at 4, but they're a little bit behind by probably like 5 minutes. Weather on. Anything else I could think of? All that stuff's good. It's a fantastic little airplane. You've had no issues with VNAV? Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, so when you do VNAV, if you start your descent on top of descent, Does it plummet the plane down to about 3,000 feet per minute plus? Because that's, I mean, even in a simulation setting, it's a little bit much. It doesn't have a realistic descent profile to it. A little bit of storm buildup up there, not too much. We'll look at the outside for a while. It is pretty. Deli Danger, doing just fine. How you doing this evening? VNAV brick setting. Yeah, it does. I've been selecting descend now on the FMC a few miles before, kind of like the Airbus. I'll have to try that out. We'll have to try it, and if it doesn't work, then we'll go back to the old methods of just dealing with it with the vertical speed. What page in the FMC are you doing that in? The descend now. I don't think I've seen that one. I guess it's just in the descent page. There's our cruise. I already put the winds in there, what we were expecting for winds. Let's see. Descent's there. Yeah, I don't know where to descend now. Once we get up at cruise, I'm sure it'll pop up as an option. We'll have to try it out. On the descent page. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same in all the Boeings for the most part. De-ice is not on. Nope. We got pitot heat on, but not. We don't need to be de-icing the engines and all that stuff. It's fine right now. We'll be at our top of climb before too long here. Trying to think what lake that is. Is that Carlisle Lake? Nah. I think it is Carlisle. Lake Carlisle. Actually. Used to fly that over that in my flight training all the time. Because I would do Centralia and Mount Vernon a lot. Which is crazy. Mod Warrior, thank you for 3 months in a row, man. Beer for everyone on the airplane. There you go. Also, recommendation is to set the MCP altitude down to the lowest point in the star so it doesn't screw up VNAV. I saw a lot of people doing that too, reading up on the forums last night, so I'll give that a shot tonight. We'll see how it works. So with the Zebo, how far out from the top of descent are you descending? Skydived at Mount Vernon. Very cool. I have no interest in skydiving. I can imagine it'd be thrilling, but jumping out of airplanes just not for me. Grim1316, what's up, man? Yeah, we're doing an early stream. We had a long flight ahead of us and wanted to get out on time. We're doing a real world flight departure time, so just for the fun of it. Pete Greco, thank you for 17 months in a row, brother. Very kind of you. Probably 10 miles, then it should pick it up. Okay. Yeah, that's usually what I do, 10 miles before. Tim, I've seen you shoot in GTA. I can see why you are not a fan. There you go. What's the flight plan? We did the Drew's 4 departure. We have Nashville transition. Then we jump on the J45 down to Atlanta and the J89 to Oscar Tango Kilo and the Piglet for arrival into MCO. That is our flight plan. If you guys want some good in-flight entertainment, Nicole's playing Outlast right now. Cosmo Balls here on Twitch. So Aviator Alexander, if you want to post a link to her channel, you can multi-Twitch. And you have some in-flight entertainment brought to you by Nicole Getting Scared. What I mean, or what do you mean? 1980. Sorry to hear that. Kitty's not having a good time. Hopefully they feel better. Interesting to see if the real flight will arrive first. Yeah, I mean, based on everything else, we got out just a little bit ahead of them, but we'll see. Explains reload near the weather there. She got scared and started playing House Flipper. Well, if you want to watch House Flipper, you got that too. So. Level 340, headed up to 370. There's those gray contrails that people hate. V00D00XL. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? K-Ben 324, welcome back. JL Stoke doing just fine, man. How you doing? What's going on? Glad to hear it. That classic nose shot always looks good. What did I think of Chase Elliott's win at the Glen? I thought that was awesome.
1,000 to go.
About time. 1,000 to go. Be at our cruise altitude. Let me get myself a cherry Coke once we get up at cruise here. Pretty much, Trump. Yeah, I saw that. Mod Warrior. Just a joke. If that even happened. And all this right before I go up to Charlotte to do NASCAR promo. I'll be up there the week of the 20th. I think we're going up like 23rd or 24th or something. And we are at our cruise. Let's do the little off speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our cruising altitude. Flying too smooth, so I'm turning the seatbelt sign off. I would like to ask you two favors, though. Please keep the seatbelt fastened on seating just in case we do find an unexpected bump. Also, please don't pull the lines and roads in the forward galley lavatory area. We really appreciate you choosing to fly with Southwest this morning. Hope you enjoy the trip. Have a great week, and please come back and see us again real soon.
And did it? No, it did not. Okay, so. This plane will go to Philly after it goes to Orlando. I mean, read it on FR24. Look at there. Pretty crazy. Plasmic, thank you. I find the best way to stay on the VNAV and descent is start your prep by 100 miles until top of descent. I have ATIS, flaps, speed, MDA, etc. all set and ready to go for descending, and then it's good to go. To change some of the alpha restrictions above to at example 27A. Yeah. Then you get a monitor and focus on making sure it doesn't go screwy. We're going to give it a shot. I don't have high hopes for it, but we'll see. MDX Crafting, what's up, man? We're headed down to Orlando from St. Louis. Doing a real world flight, doing Southwest 2549. And the real airplane is in the air right now. If you want to check that out on FlightAware or Flight Radar 24, whatever you want to do. Should see Kentucky Lake. Round Hill eventually. Look how pretty that airplane is. Amplier 18, welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're flying from St. Louis down to Orlando. That's what we're doing right now. Wonder why I couldn't get XP Realistic Pro to work with this. Flight should be 2 hours and 15 minutes total. Alardine 99, what's up, man? All right, we're up here at Cruise. I'll give you guys an outside view shot here. So you can see the airplane. I'm gonna go grab me a soda. Cherry Coke. Johnny Karcher. We have Geico, but I actually went with I think I went with Progressive for my motorcycle insurance. It was just way cheaper. We're cruising at 37,000 feet right now. Starting to hit a little bit of chop here.
The captain is called and asked somebody to take their seats for a little bit, so please make sure you're in your seat with your seatbelt securely fastened until he does turn that fasten seatbelt sign off and we get to the response signal. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going through an area of turbulence. We ask passengers to please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Thank you.
It's a little bit of chop. Nothing too bad. I love watching the wing flex though. Could you review Somebody? I don't know what that is. Jail Stoke went to a huge flea market in Mount Dora last weekend. You and Nicole should check it out. They have everything. Oh, that'd be fun. Thanks for letting us know about it. This game is so beautiful. I agree. It really is. Let's see if we can get Real XP to work with it again. XP Realistic Pro. Oh, I see what this is doing. I accidentally hit that guy. No, 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 no. No, 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 no there, homeboy. Okay, it's still working like that. Sweet. For some reason, it just didn't want to work with us yesterday, but it's working good today. Wonder when X-Plane will get winter textures, if ever. Seasons, you can get a thing for if you want to do stuff like that. You could do. I think X-Aviation has a program for that. But I use Ortho, so you're not going to get snow on Ortho. It is a little bumpy. Cleo Sports Dash 182. Thank you very much for 6 months in a row. Tuning in and listening to Parkway Drive's new album. Fantastic. Yeah, listening to some Spotify or whatever when we're up at cruise is always a good idea. Oh, you didn't like it, Tim? Yeah, I like ortho. This is what I love about X-Plane. I mean, just look at the airplane. You can just see how it's actually moving through the air, getting bumped around, tossed here and there. Just small little movements left and right, up and down. It's like you're flying through an actual atmosphere. You ever gonna do a flight out of LaGuardia? Yeah. Yeah, we can do the East Coast one night. Reloading the text, the weather updated there. Yep, exactly, Aviator Alexander. Modeled after actual airfoils. I've flown into LaGuardia a few times. Not in real life, in The Sims. Almost over Nashville. We should be able to see Nashville pretty good from up here. It's kind of under the cover of the clouds there. Go right over the VOR. I saw that there was a update to the Ultra Weather XP. I haven't tried it out yet though. Looking forward to it. Yeah, most real world pilots are not fans of LGA or Newark, yeah. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Ben Nagel 109, doing just fine. How you doing? How's life in Ireland? There's our turn over Nashville. It's a small turn. Yeah, I have X Enviro. I'm just waiting for it to get a big update. Last time I used it, there was too many things I didn't care for that I ended up removing it. Got some storms off to our right there. You can see it painting. A nasty little cell there, and keep an eye out on the line of storms that is starting to form, it looks like, out there. It's right on the edge of our data. You can see this, there's the tops right there of that cell. So if we have to pick through some storms, we will. Looking at the radar, it looked pretty interesting down on our route. Kintel's Ford 456, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Having a nice Christmas heat, or sorry, why did I say Christmas? I looked at two things here. Competition and heat wave at the same time. Having a nice heat wave in Ireland. Very cool, man. I like the heat. I'm a weirdo. A lot of people don't like it. I like it. Yeah, you can see the storms popping way out there. That's a whole line of storms right there, and that's a nasty cell. So I don't want to mess with that. I plan to do OCRP tomorrow. Just needed a break from it. Been putting my time into learning the systems of these airplanes again, so I can fly them efficiently. The Canarsie approach into LGA. I believe it's the Canarsie approach is into JFK. You got the lead-in lights. There's always a chance for weather out there. Off our nose. Would have to see. Have I ever flown the CRJ in this game? Yes, I have. I believe Jay Royan's CRJ got updated for X-Plane 11. We need to fly that one night. I do like that plane. I know there's a big there's a sound set that was released for it. We're just cruising along. Any plans for European flying? I'm not big into European flying. If we do it one time, we'll do short hops. I have zero interest in doing long flights and stuff. Be nice to see what the new graphics engine for X-Plane 11 does to the frame rate, etc. Talking about Vulcan or metal. I think that's looking more like a X-Plane 12 thing. Need to check the flight aware. Let's see if we're winning. Ooh, they're catching us a little bit. No, maybe not. They just got into Nashville. Or, I mean, they just got into Tennessee. Looks like we do have a line of storms down here that we're, yeah, I see the line of storms that we're going around now. It does extend outward and it goes north, but we should be okay. The real ones that we're gonna have to worry about is picking our way through the Georgia-Florida line there. But this seems to be pretty good right here on the course we're on right there, because there's buildup here to the left, and there's definite buildup right there on the right. I mean, those tops are pretty close to us, right off our right side. But this stuff shouldn't be terrible. The small rain showers will be below us. We got 670 pounds in the center tank, so we should get the wait for the lights. They should be coming on shortly. And we'll turn off those pumps and we'll be feeding off of the wing tanks. Fantastic cockpit. Cannot believe this airplane is free. Any idea if we own the 727 will we get a price break on the new version? I really don't know that question. I know the 727 V3 has been completely rebuilt, so I don't know. But I think Jack's always done that in the past, so I don't know why that would be any different. Any frame rate changes with the new update? I really don't know. It's just runs great, but it always has. Ever since I got the Jetline PC. Oh yeah, it's definitely worth it either way. That comes out on Friday, so we're gonna do a Friday release day stream with the 727. I know, Ben. The 737-800 is a lot quieter than a 737-200 we've been flying. It's much more relaxing. Blue Green 118, you ever in a Popka? I live here. We go over there we ride around the lake on our motorcycles. We've ridden around there. That's a beautiful area. Our favorite wing place is in Altamont Springs. It's called Kiwis. Oh, I know, Bam. I love the JTs. But CFMs are... They sound cool on takeoff. The buzzsaw sound. I don't go to the movies very much. Oh, very cool, JL. Stoke. Oh, damn. Katie's already 8 years old? Holy crap. Where does the time go, Noel Dad? Speaking of wings, have you tried Ken's Wing House? No, I have not. See ya, Josh. Take care. Yeah, look at that build up right there. As it rebuilds. Johnny Blaziken, what's up, man? Looks like the air smoothed out up here. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Center pumps can come off. I just saw those lights starting to flash a little bit there. We've only got 90 pounds in there, so. RB211 is one of my favorites. Oh, yeah, the L1011s. Great sound engines. Yeah, it's really smooth back here. We're flying over a little bit of buildup, but it's pretty far below us. There's rain. No storms. Johnny Blaziken, I bought a Harley Davidson Sportster 48 Special. Hey, Bernstein 7904, hello and welcome. Thank you for the host too. But hello over there in New York. Well, these look like some storms in front of us here. Way out in the distance. I mean, that is Atlanta right up there, so. Where's the time go? Bam, I used to, and then yeah, I think I got stopped by the police more for plane spotting than anything else on this I've ever done. Even when I worked at the airport, had a badge, didn't matter. I was harassed by cops all the time for taking video or taking pictures of airplanes landing. Pretty stupid, but especially, you know, growing up as a child, we would go up and watch the 727s. TWA coming to St. Louis because they had they had parking lots. You could just go there and watch planes land. And I think it's, in my opinion, it's really unfortunate that the FAA has gone the way it has. The TSA. Oh man, they've been trying to fucking ruin aviation, and have done a pretty good job of it. But they what's going to inspire children today? You know, a fence 500 yards you can't even get close to. How are you going to get inspiration watching airplanes landing and taking off and having that feeling that I got when I was younger? What are they going to have now? They have flight simulation that can get them into it, but I don't know. They've ruined the spectacle and wonder of aviation, in my opinion. It's not going to ever be the same. Johnny, I love the Sportster, man. I test drove a Softail, a bobtail, or a what you call it, Fat Bob. I tried a few of those, and they just seemed way too much bike for me. The Sportster, when I took that out around the corner, I was like very happy with it. It's great. I hear you, Pulowski. It sucks. Tampa's been very friendly to plane spotters. Well, that's good to know. Maybe, I mean, granted, whenever I was in photography and I was doing all that stuff was, you know, 2007, 6, right around there. Yeah, it was 6 or 7. And they were relentless. So maybe they've you know, relaxed a little bit more. I don't know. Oh, Ben, I know over there in Europe, plane spotting is very, very relaxed. I mean, they allow it. When we met up with Grau in Henderson near Las Vegas, we were out on the ramp with him the entire time, and these two dumbasses in this van driving around, they saw us out there the entire time, And when he left, we were taking pictures of the plane. We were going to take some video of him taking off. Oh, no, they wasted no time to come over there and be like, you can't be out here shooting pictures and you look suspicious hanging out here. We're like, we were fucking here the whole time. And I know you saw us. Guy was a complete dickwad. It was ridiculous. I can't stand that shit. When you have people that work at the airports and it's like, dude, do you even fucking know any? Like, I was like, and he's like, you can't be out here or whatever. I was like, well, actually, I have a valid license or pilot's license, so I can be on a ramp, and I have permission from the FBO to be out here on the ramp. So I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He's an idiot, absolute fucking idiot. But I've run into people like that work at the airports and they don't know a lick about aviation. They don't know anything. It's mind-boggling, I tell you. Well, that looks like some interesting build up there on the left. Good thing we're turning right. Away from it. What is it, illegal now to take pics of an airplane? Which, pretty much. Pretty much. And the jackoff saw us. He was sitting in his van. He saw us the whole time. And he waited until we were taking pictures and videoing Rao leaving in the citation to come over there. Even though we had full permission to be there, doesn't matter. He thought he was a hot shot. He was an idiot. He was asking dumb questions. He was like, so who was all on that plane? I'm like, a friend of ours? He goes, oh, yeah, a friend of yours? It's like, yeah, a friend of mine. He goes, what's his name? I was like, Grau? So he's like, oh, okay. Who was the other people? I go, I really don't know. He goes, oh, okay. Isn't that funny how that works? He was a complete fucking idiot. If I ever run into that guy again, I swear. I wanted to punch him. It's not worth going to jail for it, but man, I just can't stand people like that on this planet. Absolute fucking morons. Oh, it works me up thinking about it. The guy was a fucking idiot. Blitz. It's just aggravating, man. Completely forgot about it until I just recently remembered. And it pisses me off as much as it did when it happened. Oh yeah, he had his little power trip with his buddy in the van. Over Atlanta. Should be able to see Atlanta down there. When we get over those clouds, we should be able to see Atlanta down there. Some of Atlanta. Yes, I'm using XP Realistic. Did I ever work for Southwest? No, I did not. They're my favorite airline. My original favorite airline was USA 3000 when they were around, but they're gone. As many times as I've heard people have like issues with Southwest, they're like, oh, Southwest did this and this and this. I have flown them so many times and I have never had an issue with them. And if there was an issue, it was way out of their control. Emergency landing, You know, we had a storm move over Orlando on a departure. We were out on the taxiway for an hour waiting for that storm. Things out of their control. And honestly, I thought it was great. The captain actually brought up the fact that we were trying to get out on time, but people decided to bring all their bags on board and there was no room for them. And they were like, I'm not checking it, blah, 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 blah. They were fucking idiots and they made us late. Leaving the gate, we didn't beat out the thunderstorm. So I thought it was great that the pilot in command or whoever was on the PA threw those people under the bus, because I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, these people are fucking idiots. I can't stand the fact that people carry on luggage, big ass bags, when Southwest flies your bags for free. You know, you're gonna lose my luggage. No, never had that issue either. So you just want to fuck everything up for everybody else. That's what they do. People are so stupid and very, very selfish. I gotta get my bag so I can get out of here first. You're not gonna get out any faster than anybody else. I've gotten off airplanes when I just had a backpack on me because I was, you know, just gonna be gone for a day, and it took pretty much the same time for me to do that as if I would have checked the bag. So people are so stupid. So yeah, I'm one of those people that checks their bags. You ever been to Maho Beach? No, I have not. I would love to go there sometime. We're getting ready to go on a cruise actually. Here very shortly. We're going to Cozumel, New Mexico. Mexico, not New Mexico. Yeah, we never saw Atlanta. It was under the clouds. Admiral Benji, you nailed it, man. Just an ounce of patience. But what's that? This is ridiculous. I was on a Southwest flight and the weather was getting bad. I overheard the captain ask for extra fuel. If she hadn't, we wouldn't have taken off due to the hold on the ground. I was impressed. There you go. They knew better. And they were very transparent. Whenever that whole thing happened with the storm, they're very transparent about the entire process. That, you know, the ATC was trying to get them a new route. Once they got a new route, then maybe we could get out. But people on the plane were legitimately like, because the planes were, because we were holding short of 17 right, where we're actually gonna be landing today, holding short of 17 right, and planes started taking off on the opposite end, and they were like, how are they leaving? If you would just listen to what the captain just said, he said that they were having no northern departures, only southern departures. That means that airplane that took off, that happened to be a Southwest plane, was going south, wasn't going north like we were. Well, Spirit would have to be my least favorite because they said I couldn't pack my sandwich I got from this historic New York deli. That is kind of stupid. Most airlines allow you to bring food on board so everybody else can smell all the wonderful food, onions and olives and crap. Taylor, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us. GL Stoke, we're going on Carnival. Leaving out of the Port Canaveral. Looking forward to it. Oh yeah, I gotta bring my fish sandwich on here so I can eat that like 3 seconds into the flight. I don't know what ship. I think it's Carnival. I'm pretty sure it is. Because we're doing the Cozumel, Cancun, Cozumel, Belize, that whole trip. Yeah, Cape Canaveral's about an hour drive for us. Down the Beachline Expressway. The 528. I've never been on a cruise before. I have no idea what to expect. I hope I'm not a person who gets seasick, but that's a big ass ship. There's always that one person to bring a picnic onto a 40-minute flight. So true. I saw one person that had like soup. They brought soup. Like, you can't, it wasn't even a long flight. It was Dallas Love Field down to Austin, Texas. You can't, it's a 35-minute flight. They had to eat their soup. Had to be done. If I don't eat my soup, I'm going to die. They weren't an old person. They were just stupid. Gotta have that soup. Well, I've been on boats. I don't get seasick off of just boats. They kind of feel like anything else. But I've never been on a big, massive ship. You doing that cruise in February? Very cool, man. Ours is the first week of September. Oh, I know. People that get mad about weather delays. So true. Very true, Navy. My favorite boat is Oasis of the Seas because that thing is like a town on water. Yeah, I don't know very many of the boats. Am I going to vlog it? Probably not. I don't have any interest in that, and I don't believe you can, honestly. I'm pretty sure cruise ships don't let you do that. But I have no interest in that. We're going on vacation, so want to unplug, if anything. Well, I've been on every ship from Carnival, from Port Canaveral, and they're all good, so you'll have a blast. Good to hear. Is it worth it to get it the Dreek package? I believe we're doing those. Mrs. Weave, anytime. Anytime. What's your favorite plane on the static at Sun and Fun 18? I don't know. I always love the Kodiaks. I checked those out for a while. Joe G, you're looking at it. Let's see here. What are we looking? Here's OTK, Hakuna, Matata, top of descent. So we'll descend after, a little bit before. So after Matata. Hakuna, Matata. I mean, no, blah, blah. I wish we could get rid of those damn stepping shadows. There's got to be a way to do it. Stepped shadows. First thing you need to do when you get on board is get a Guy's Burger. So good. I'll have to try that. MDX crafting, you have a fear of ships. Ships don't bother me. I just love any sort of big massive. Oh my God, we cannot fly through this. Look at this thing. Holy shit. That's a big no-no. We're gonna be deviating for that. So that is bad. Until we get a little closer here. Boy, that sucker is right off our nose too. Probably have to deviate to heading 180. As we get a little bit closer here. Now, the closer we get to this line of storms, we should probably pick up some of the energy from them. We might get some turbulence off of it. No, it's not the anti-aliasing setting. It's because, see, look, the shadows in here look great. See? They used to do that stepping thing. They don't do it. Well, some of them are doing it right there. Maybe my shadow settings got turned down somehow. I don't know. That is one hell of a cell. Actually, we're going to have to deviate further than that. Looks like it's going to be a heading of 190. Flying through that cell would be a good way to ruin your day. Absolutely. Especially an X-plane. We've gone through remember that time we were in the Eclipse 550 jet? We went in through a cell like on the far left, that little guy right there. And that was hell. DK182RG. No, I'm using, the thing is I have FSGRW, but I forgot my login information for it. And good luck. I guess I have to buy it again. And heading select. Deviating for weather. But I'm just using default X-plane weather. Have you ever had to divert on X-Plane 11? We came close. We were going into Roanoke, Virginia, when I was flying in for Martinsville. And we were in the A320. We ended up landing. But it was rough. It was basically like no visibility at all. I was like, man, if we don't see this, we're going to have to divert. And then we saw the runway. We got lucky. Did you go do the monkey excursion in Belize? K-Buff Aviator, good day. Flying across the Atlantic in the sim in an American Airlines 757. Very cool. We're going around this big massive set of storms right here. That looks absolutely scary, so. We'll have to see what the real flight does. They are currently, they haven't even made it to Atlanta yet. They're getting close. Oh, they got a different route than we did. They're actually catching us. They're going around some storms and stuff, but they got a special route to get around the storms. No, we're ahead of them for sure. But they have a more direct route. They're going to have to do the same thing we're doing right now, though. I can see that already. Oh, do you want to see the... Yeah, we can turn it on over here. Boom. I don't know if it works, though. Let's see. Oh, I think it does. Let's change this. Yeah, it works. Oh, you can only do it on... Oh, you can only do it one at a time. No, you can't do it in both. That cell dissipated a little bit. Shit, we should have went left. We should have went left around that way. Would have been a lot easier. If we would have just deviated left and went between there and then went over to OTK. But the reason why I normally don't go left is because the storm motion is those things are going that way and they'll catch you. Yeah, that's the cell right there. Once I got the wing, we might be able to see some lightning out there. Are you excited for X-Plane or Active Sky for X-Plane? Absolutely. I'm super stoked for that. Let's reload the weather. Let's see what we got. New update. Yeah, that cell is moving right towards that. Actually, it's moving south. So we can turn around it. Yeah, it moved. This sucker's going to be going south on us. We're going to have to go left now. Crap. Change of plans. That cell's going southeast. Pretty much. Right on top of, by the time we get to OTK, it's going to be right on top of there. So let's doing, they're doing 461 knots in ground speed. We are doing 450. They got 11 knots on us. We are in a turn though. We're almost at the beginning of our star. We just have all this going on. Deviating. Let's get everything set up. Our auto brakes will be 2. Let's go to the reference page. The 7. Approach ref is going to be 3149. And correction, it was 5. So do 154. ILS was 111.75. That's going to be a course of 186. That's the nasty storm over there on the right. I've already made a turbulence announcement on the iPad earlier. Don't need to. We're fine on fuel. What sucks is what might be lurking behind the cell that attenuates the radar signal. Yeah. I think we're going to be okay here for a little bit. Probably going to get a little bit of turbulence off of this little piece right here. These little cells, but it's pretty light stuff. We should be okay. So OTK is not in the cards for us. We're going to go direct to Hakuna. Actually, you know what? Erase that. We'll do it once we get around that corner. We'll go direct to Hakuna and then go back LNAV. As a massive cell. That's cool. Almost looks like Mamata's clouds there. The tops of them. It actually will show the anvil cloud pretty decently. It doesn't look like it's, this one is doing it too well. No. But the ones before, the way X-Plane 11 does is it builds up these clouds here, and then you'll see like a top, and you'll see it like out like that, where the top is. Which is really cool. Yes, and this being an X-Plane, you can't fly through thunderstorms. It will kill you. Either ice up the airplane or you just get destroyed by the downdrafts and updrafts. And severe turbulence. And hail, of course. Hail will absolutely shred an airplane up. We had Capital Cargo 727s come in one night. They hit the hailstorm, destroyed the radome. It's a pretty big storm, absolutely. And look, it's even swallowed up Hakuna now, so we're just going to be going direct to Matata. It's that bad. Usually if you see a radar return like that, your tops are going to be up where you are. It's not even worth it. There is some lightning in there. It's a mean storm. I stay 20 miles away from storms that he is diverting around when possible. Look at the real Southwest flight. Yeah, I've been watching him. Oh, he's going way out and around that stuff. Wow. Yeah. He's pretty much doing what we're doing. We're hitting that cell right at the line of, you see that big fat cell just south of that line? That's the big cell that we're going around right now. We're right at the Florida-Georgia line. Yeah, he's going to go probably all the way out over the ocean. Quite possibly. Okay, we'll go direct to Matata. Boom, boom, execute. There we go. Yeah, and we can go to LNAV. Madeline Island. I wonder how many Southwest planes are ETOPS. I think only, I don't know if they're 800s are. I don't think they are at all. Could be wrong. I think we did all right on that diversion. We got around that. Originally, we were going to go around the right, but it looked like the storm motion just was going, it looks like it's south more than east. So it swallowed up those two waypoints for us. If you do have to divert on a stream, will you actually stay at the airport till the storm passes and proceed? Yes. All right, we get around that, no problem. The Maxes, yeah, when the Maxes come out, they're definitely gonna be ETOPS. But I thought I've seen some of the 800s with ETOPS Southwests, but maybe not. I really don't know. Arctic Gaming, thank you for 2 months in a row. Really do appreciate that. And Leland White 1, thank you for that subscription. Welcome to the stream family. How you doing this evening? Oh, we're fine on fuel. Got an extra 5,000 pounds of fuel. We didn't divert that much at all. Tim, sometimes you ask me questions, there's no way in hell I would know. You're the airline pilot, man. I do not know. It was 5.0 in the reserves. That's what it should have been. I don't remember the exact thing. All I know is we have enough fuel to make it where we're going. We currently have 18,000 pounds of fuel plus. We're at the start of our star. We're fine. Not gonna be landing on fumes. We got 18,000 pounds of fuel, and we're at the start of our star, and descent's right there. If we run out of fuel, then I'm an idiot and whatever. But we didn't even divert. I mean, we literally went around one cell. If we were to divert right now, I would go to probably Jacksonville. Or Tampa, one of the two, depending on the weather. Depends. The handling of the airplane's really well. Really good. Flies very nice. All right, so looking at our star on VNav, looks like we're gonna be going down to 3,000. So we'll move our MCP down to 3,000 feet. This is probably not how you do it in the real airplane, but that is perfectly fine because we're just having to deal with the wonderfulness of VNav in a simulator. We're almost over Matata. Could always use Daytona as well. There's options. They're landing on runway 17 right, 17 left, 18 left, 18 right. All those are open right now. Winds are out of the south. Really? Top of descent came up way too fast. We'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have started our descent. I have turned the seatbelt sign back on. I'd like to ask you to please return to your seats and buckle up for the short duration of the flight. We really appreciate you choosing to fly with Southwest this morning. Hope you've enjoyed the trip. Have a great week. Please come back.
There it is this morning. So they're coming in from Altamont. Well, they're flying the Star, this Piglet 4. You're seeing it from Altamont there. Let's see how the plane handles the VNav descent. It's picking it up now. Let's see what it does. Oh, it actually seems to be doing okay. Make sure the seatbelt signs are indeed on. But yeah, see, that's the problem I have right there. Look at it. It's 3,400 feet per minute. It's just craziness. It's not a delicate process. I consider that a fail for that VNAV, but I mean, unless I'm wrong, unless 3,400 feet per minute is normal for a Southwest flight. They probably climbed to flight level 380 probably to get out of the turbulence. That was over Kentucky. But we're going east, so we would use 370. 380 would be what you would use for a Western flight. But if they're trying to get over that, then that'd be what it is. It'll be the real world flight, and I think they're going to Bermuda now. Probably. Drag required. I wish it would give me a light when it does that, but it doesn't. Doing the Piglet 4 arrival. Landing altitude. And let's see what it is in Orlando. 96 feet. There we go. That is set. Verified. Says Menonza. That's good. Pro traffic page. VREF is entered. Radio barrow minimums is needed. Navigation radio set. Auto brake as needed. Set. Set procedure is complete. Yeah, they're going way out the edge of Florida or of Georgia. Way around it all. Yeah, it's doing better now. It's got 2,500 feet per minute. That's not terrible. Just the initial one, it just really likes to dive. But that was much better. Hey, Growl, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. We were just talking about earlier whenever I met up with you in Henderson, and when you were leaving, we took video and pictures of you guys doing that, and these people came over in a van. They were absolute assholes to us, saying we were doing suspicious stuff. And when I told them your name, I guess it's like a normal name that people hear, so they didn't believe me that we knew you. Like, the idiots saw us the whole time. Yeah. I went on a rant about that. So that's all you've missed so far. We're in our descent right now. Probably not going to go to Tigger. Probably going to go after Rafiki. Go directly to Ratoy. Make it a little bit easier. Yeah, do you guys even know who's on that plane? Like, fucking ridiculous. Yep. It's pretty ridiculous, man. It's all right. All right, we need our local altimeter setting. Let's look at the METAR. Showing altimeter setting of 3003. That is selected. Winds are 220 at 7 knots. We'll have a little bit of a cross. That's all right. Not a big deal. So we do approach checks. If flaps 15 landing needed, ground proximity flap inhibit whatever, and above 10,000 feet. Fixed landing light. We're not at 10,000 yet. There's Lake Apopka right there in front of us. You can see it. Right there. It's a fun bike ride to go around. We're still on standard. Sorry. I forget, I gotta click those in. Always forget about that. It's pretty. Bit of clouds over there. We're just waiting on 10,000 checks. Now we're going direct out to Ratoy. That way we can, the reason why I'm doing this, normally you could just take the one that goes right over the lake there, and then you can, you saw what we removed. But we're doing this so we can keep an eye out on real world traffic, make sure there's no stupid stuff happening. The lights are on the flow. Since these are both 6,000 at or above them, and wait till we get close, and I'm going to go direct to Sacro. That way it'll give us a nice little intercept. It won't be so rough to get all of those. Pole Ice, anytime, man. Anytime you want to come back, we'd love to have you. We understand that real world stuff gets in the way. Airplane has slowed down quite a bit. That's what we like to see. At 186, and we have those 111.75 are active. For the runway. All right. Yep. Good. Cool. This will be landing ILS. Let's go ahead and select. Let's go ahead and make sure this guy is armed, fully forward, and armed. On the approach. So at or above 6,000 at Sacro will be good. Localizer capture, AP, roll mode is armed. Seems like it's doing a pretty good job of that so far. It is going pretty quick, though. I will give it that. They want us to keep speed 240, 240. What is all this shit? Yeah, no. How about we don't do 240 all the way in, you stupid thing? There we go. I was about to say. Let's load a 180. Let's hold 6,000 feet here. Localizer's alive. This guy does not want to slow down, I'll tell you that. How about we dump some more of these in. Come on. This is my problem having this, man, this thing does not slow down. We're not even close to being able to slow down. Come on, slow down. That 240 stuff is ridiculous. Yeah, missed the approach by a lot because we're going so damn fast. And this will not slow. Slow on down, buddy. Gear down. We'll get it here in a second. Laps 5. Really trying to slow this puppy down, but it will not slow. And 54 selected. Laps 5. That sucker was like, nope, I don't want to slow down. Yeah, I'll do 154 for BREF. We're gonna landing checklist. Already did all that. Localizers is good. Landing gear's down. 3 green. Flap lever is good. Go 15. Speed brakes. Go forward. Because we had to slow this thing way down. Is it armed or no? Can't tell. Oh, wait. Come on. There it goes. Flaps 30 or 25 next. Continuous is good. Speed limit is armed. Speed limit eliminated. Sweet. Flap lever is directed and MCB. Yep. We'll do that. Good to go. Let's land the airplane now. And flaps 30. Quick approach. 3 on the keyboard doesn't work for me in this plane. Works on the fly Jason, but don't work on the other ones. Well, that's pretty. Pretty darn cool. Yeah, I know we're on single channel. That's what we want. We're not doing an auto approach or auto land, I mean. Let's go ahead and go over to manual mode. Yeah, shut up.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Cursors are green. And there's a world traffic airplane going the wrong way. As usual.
80 knots.
60 knots. Clear it. Why did they do that? Why did they go the wrong way? So stupid. That's a known issue with world traffic. It never uses the correct runways. I don't know why it does that, but it's really dumb. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Orlando. Bring our flaps up. We will bring the lane lights up. We'll start the APU after we turn our strobes off. Wing light can come off. Start the APU. Auto brakes can go to off. And we do our after landing checklists. Auto brakes are off. Speed brake lever. Is speed brakes, did they even extend? It's fully down. Probe heat can come off. We'll see. Steer lights as needed. Engine start switches can go back to auto. Weather radar can go off. Flap lever can go up and it's out. Lights out. Transponder.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Crossing. Climb. Climb. Crossing. Climb.
We're good on that. Transponder as needed. Good to go. After landing checklist is complete. So we go through this idiot. Track it. What you call it? World traffic.
Descend now. Descend. Descend now. Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor.
Whatever. World traffic's broken as fuck. So broken. I'm just not going to use it until he fixes it. Like, it's really annoying. Yeah, I'm done using it until it's fixed. Oh, it's awesome. Bang, 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 bang. World traffic wants its 5 seconds of fame. Windy, absolutely. I'm just tired of dealing with it. It's just, it's every flight. You use it, it's all screwed. What are they in the Max 10? It's pretty cool. I'll go park back there where the other ones usually do. The sounds of world traffic are just broken forever. They just hang after you manually shut off the plugin. Taxi light off. APU's on bus. We got a marshaller out there. Sweet. Remember, the brakes are no good on this thing, so let's be ready for it. Okay, we're good. See people in there. This time we're not going to turn the APU thing on. It's off.
Early arrival, Los Angeles.
And we're here. Such a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yeah, Southwest is usually over here, where all the palm trees are. I didn't want to taxi all the way down there. All right, sweet. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for us. I see that Dave is streaming. Probably going to send you guys over to Dave. Let's watch the replay, though, before we do anything. Let's watch our landing.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Miss Almond, man, approach altitude, set. We'll watch our landing. That's the fun part. That's how you're supposed to land 7.3s. You land them into the runway. You don't float them. You basically keep your VREF speed in there all the way down till about the 20 call out. You pull the power, or you start your flare right around the 20 call out. You pull that power ever so slightly and just fly it into the runway. Interested to see if the speed brakes opened up or not. Yes, they did. That was a fun flight. Have they landed yet? The real one? Wilma Henning, how you doing? Josh and Katie, no problem. Thank you for tuning in, hanging out with us. Want to see when those or whenever the brakes went forward, the speed brakes, when they went down. Because we definitely put them down, because I double checked them about right here. There they went. Southwest 2549 is landing shortly according to FlightAware. So we were just slightly ahead of them. Hey, Growl, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Sorry for that horrible sound that's going on in the background. Thank you all for hanging out. We will see you guys tomorrow. Absolutely. Send you over to Dave He is streaming OCRP. Have a good night.